These are all genuine sentiments of me. This is not me corporate speak. I am genuinely worried that climate change is coming in the 2030s, 2040s. It's not 100 years away.
So whether that be rising temperatures, water stress, pollution, change needs to happen now.
You can either do something about it or sit there worrying and whinging about it, and I'd rather be one of the doers.
In 2008, I was working in a corporate finance firm and the screens all turned red with the financial crash. I decided at that point to leave and join with Simon and Oliver to found Oasthouse.
I'm an engineer at heart, really, and I enjoy problem solving, and one of the great problems to solve is how we reduce the impact mankind has had on its natural environment.
Since 2010, we've been doing all sorts of renewable energy developments across the world, and we have a passion for low carbon business.
We seem to do things that other people don't, in the right areas that we think things need to be done in. Low carbon greenhouses is a very good example. The Whitlingham Works was built in 1850. They've been throwing away the heat into the river ever since then. There are thousands of water treatment works across the country, and all of them do the same thing. What we've done here is we take some of the heat from that waste stream, cool the water going into the river, which has an environmental benefit, and that heat from the water treatment works works through a heat pump to heat our greenhouses, which is a substitute for burning gas.
Every acre of greenhouse can produce 10 times more food than using traditional farming, using somewhere between 10 and 30 times less water. Now, that is a step change for UK food production and potentially world food production.
There's a big demand from consumers to buy British. There's a weakness in supply chain, particularly when you're looking at exporting drought to places like Spain and Morocco.
What Oasthouse has done is developed a blueprint which essentially represents the future. The opportunity to produce low carbon food using renewable sources of energy and upcycling CO2 and water, and in doing so provide clean and green jobs and genuine social mobility to certain rural areas that have never had it before.
I would say a great Oasthouse project is a meeting of several different factors: location, world-leading technology,
A project that's involved in making a positive impact on the environment.
and where that meets up with our ideas and our ability to put that all together.
We've got the diesel and petrol ban that's coming in 2030. We need to install hundreds of thousands of charge points in the UK. With our experience and background in batteries, solar, grid, we are on course to do that with our new venture.
In terms of how I think we've been so successful is we've got a number of people that span different areas.
All of whom are specialists in their own right and have a deep knowledge of their subject matter.
I worked in finance for nearly a decade.
I did 26 years as a Royal Marine.
Consulted on over 10% of the world's solar projects.
Planning, applications, on due diligence, basically kind of everything to do with what it takes to put a renewable energy project together.
We all contribute finding solutions and working together, and I think that's the key really to make things successful.
We're capable individuals, and where we identify opportunities, we back ourselves to actually execute them.
What Oasthouse is about and what motivates me is essentially it's bringing about change when change is needed.
I'm driven by the challenge of implementing things in a different way.
Energy reduction and having a greener world really is a pretty big thing to be a part of.
Having a business focus on more sustainable, more environmental, particularly things that other people aren't doing, and we can show them the way, hopefully will put me on the right side of history in the decades to come.